What up, JCTV? Sorry, we're trying to be quiet right now because baby just fell asleep. But sorry we didn't get the post yesterday. Today's Saturday, so if we didn't get the post yesterday was because baby wasn't feeling too well and she hasn't been getting any sleep. She hasn't been drinking or anything. So we skipped, the video for yesterday. We were just trying to take care of baby because she just wasn't feeling too well at all. So I'm sorry about that. So we're gonna post today. Today's Saturday. So for today, we're gonna go to Primm. That's basically in California. It's about a 30-minute drive from Vegas. It's basically at the Primm they have like the Powerball and the Mega Millions. So me, Claudine, baby, and mom and dad. Yeah, right there. They're gonna be going to put in numbers so we can try to win. Right now, I think the Powerball is at like 120 million or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna head down there, put in our numbers, and then I'm gonna head back home after that. I'm probably gonna pick up the vlog on the drive there because it's a 30-minute drive, so why not pick up the vlog there? As you can see, Claudine's eating. I just got finished eating, so yeah, see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so we're on the road now. Hopefully you can hear me good, but we're on our way now to the Primm to go put in our numbers at the Powerball. But I kind of wanted to talk about something that some of you, well, my close friends already know, and some of you wanted to know, or that don't already know, like the reason why I moved to Vegas. And it's something very personal that went on in my family's life that was very hard for us to, how can I say it? It was hard for us to go through life with the way we were being treated and how we lived our life, It all started was because of basically my dad. And I don't know if my dad was going to want me to share this, but I'm going to say it anyway. But basically throughout just started during my junior year in high school. My dad was basically the manager for the building that we were living in. And being that he's a manager, he has to run the building and make sure everything is on top of it. And also being a manager, you have tenants that you have to take care of for when coming to pay bills and all that stuff. But anyways, so being that my dad's a manager, one of his tenants was giving my dad a hard time. And it was a woman that was basically starting all of this, which was his tenant. And her mother passed away during that year, my junior year. This crazy lady that I'm about to talk about. And her mother basically took care of her because she had some sort of disease, like some bipolar disease or something like that. So after her mother passed away, she became really crazy. And she started talking to herself, doing all these crazy things. And I guess my dad, I forget what my dad did to set her to piss her off. I think he was gonna evict her or something like that, but then knowing that she's bipolar, she has some sort of disease where she's cuckoo, she ended up calling the police on my dad, saying that he's harassing me, and which my dad wasn't. And she kept calling the police and kept putting in false reports saying like, oh, James, my dad, is, sexually harassing me and calling me names and all this stuff. She'd call the police at least 20 times a day, maybe even more. But, and that kept going on for like 6 months. She would keep calling, and then eventually she put a TRO, basically a temporary restraining order on my dad. And so, so having that TRO is basically like you can't go, within a certain feet of someone. If you come within that certain feet of that person and they call the police or whatever, you basically get arrested and you go to jail. And my dad did nothing with this woman. This woman is so ugly. She's the ugliest person I've ever met. And my dad would never cheat on my mom. My dad loves my mom to bits. But being that this lady's crazy, she would call the police. After the TRO, she would call the police constantly, and kept calling in false accusations against my father. And she'll constantly call the police, and my dad had to sign the TRO, basically saying that she put the TRO on him and he can't go within like 100 feet or 150 feet of her. And it's really stupid because my dad's the manager of the building and she lives in that building, and so how are you supposed to stay away from that? It's like retarded. So every time she would like come down to the office, she would like just call the police, and she called him like 50 times. And then my dad, being that he had the TRO on him, he kept getting arrested. That kept going on and on for like the next couple of months, and then it got so bad to the point where we had to end up living in one of the hotels at Waikiki. And so we ended up living there for like a week, so that say if she was to call, and say that she would call and say, "Oh, James is at my door. He's trying to kill me," or blah blah blah. "He's sexually harassing me." When how can you say that when we have proof when we're at Waikiki in a hotel when we're not even close to her, So, and on top of that, my dad went to court within the time of us living in Hawaii, from the time of her starting all of this, bull crap. My dad probably went to the court 22 times, 23 times, and every time we would go to court for her, she would never show up, and so she never ended up showing up to court. So my dad eventually ended up putting a TRO on her as well. So if she came close, then she would be arrested. But it's the way it was, or it is, or it was in Hawaii. They they really take women seriously in Hawaii. So because that her being a woman, it had more of an advantage over my dad. Like if she was to call, automatically the cops would be at my dad's front door, And if my dad was to call on her, they wouldn't really care. And it was so sickening because every time the cops came to our door, they'd be like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry we have to do this to you," because the same cops kept coming to our door and having to apologize because my dad did not do nothing. And they had to constantly arrest my father for doing nothing because this woman kept calling like false reports on my dad. And this kept going on, and then my dad told my boss, his boss, about it, and that's why his boss and his superior had to go with him to court and help him with all of this. And being that his boss was helping him, my dad would talk to him all the time, and being that he knows, like my mom wanted to move to Vegas, or just to the mainland in general, for a long time, but mainly Vegas because it's like the 9th island they consider it, and it's like there's a lot of locals here, so they wanted to move here, So my dad's boss was like, "I heard you want to move to Vegas, how much is it gonna cost me?" And so so my dad's boss basically paid for us to start a new life up here, and that's the reason why I'm up here, is to start a new life and get away from all that hectic stuff. Like my dad went through so much because of this crazy woman, man. Like it got so bad, like she called CPS on my family, the Child Protective Services, saying that my dad was doing child pornography and giving us drugs, and then she even put a TRO on my mom. Like it was so bad. Like I had to, every day after school, I had to be home at a certain time before the cops were at my door, you know, because basically she would keep calling till the cops show up at our door. Like, I'll come home from school, my dad's at work, it's me, my mom, my brothers. After she picks us up from school, you know, I had to come home. We all had to be quiet. We couldn't make any sort of noise, because when the cops come to our door, we don't answer it, because we don't want, you know, my dad to get arrested again, because he got arrested so many times. And so like, and that took a lot away from me as well, because, you know, I really wanted to stay after school and talk to the college and career counselor. For many of you know, whoever went to Roosevelt was Miss Kanashiro. She was always helping me, and I talked to her about this, you know, and she was really trying to help me. But it was so hard, because, you know, my mom, every day she would pick us up after school. You know, she's like, come on, we gotta go home before the cops is at our door, you know. And I didn't get a chance to talk to my college and career counselor, to like go to college and stuff like that, you know. And it really took a toll on me and my family, you know. Like, it took away a lot of my motivation and my goals. And I don't know, maybe like me and my family were talking about it, you know, maybe it was just a sign or a blessing for us to be up here, because it is way much cheaper to live up here. So I mean, I guess it was all good blessing, I guess. But at the same time, you know, I miss all my family and my friends. But, you know, everything happens for a reason, I guess you could say. But yeah, so that's basically the reason why I moved to Vegas. And for a lot of you that didn't know, well, now you know, you know. I went through a lot of bullshit from my junior year to my senior year, and it was really tough for me and my family. But, you know, we got through it. Now we're in a better place now, living our life. I mean, we're still struggling, you know, to try and get pushed through, you know, pay our bills and blah blah blah, all that stuff. But, you know, life is much, you know, say better up here, besides, you know, not having the beach or the view or the beauty of the land of Hawaii. Even though I miss it so much, it is way better up here. It's cheaper. You guys should move up here too, because eventually, you know, Hawaii is not going to be a place for middle class or poor class. It's only going to be about the rich. Because before we moved up, you know, my dad, being that my dad was the manager, he's seen the whole layout of what Ala Moana and all of Kakako and Waikiki is gonna look like. It's basically they're building like 22 skyscrapers near Ala Moana Beach, or like on Ala Moana Beach, which is crazy. And like, the economy is just gonna get worse over there, and it just really sucks. For those who already, you know, live in Hawaiian homestead and you know, have a house already in Hawaii, you know, I'm happy for you guys. But, you know, everything is just gonna be expensive and hard to live, man. Like, the best thing to do is what, you know, the Filipinos love to do, is everyone loves to live together and help each other out. And that's the whole part I love about, you know, Filipinos and the local people. You know, it's like they love to you know, take care of their own and, you know, share the love for their family, and, you know, the aloha spirit that will forever carry on. But yeah, just being Hawaii it's just really expensive, you know. But even though I miss everybody, this is probably one of the greatest things that's happened to me and my family, besides all the, you know, bull crap that we went through. You know, everything happens for a reason. But yeah, anyways, well, we're gonna keep driving about maybe 20 more minutes to get there, maybe, I think, and then we'll hit to Prim, and I'll probably pick up the vlog when we get there. So I'm gonna show you guys my tickets and stuff and what the place is looking like. I'm probably gonna do the Powerball, the quick pick, and then I'm probably gonna do some scratch cards too. Because we do this every year. Well, since we've moved up, we've been doing this every year, so and it's been cool. It's just for fun, you know, but you never know if we get the chance to win. So anyways, thank you guys for, if you're watching this far into the video, thank you for watching our videos. We really appreciate the love, and I really appreciate if you could share our videos, you know, so we could, you know, get started on our channel. Because, you know, eventually this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I just want to vlog and be able to stay home and enjoy my life with my family. You know, not being away from my family and being away from, you know, my baby and, you know, my girlfriend, my wife, my future wife, you know. But, you know, this is what I want to do, you know. So if you guys could, you know, show love on our channel, go ahead and show whatever, you know, clip on or video on our channel you think is funny, go ahead and share it. Again, thank you guys for all the love and support that you guys show us, and couldn't thank you guys enough. But yeah, so stay tuned for this week too. We're gonna be doing more challenges. We just been slacking, you know, for Friday because, you know, baby was not feeling good, so we're gonna be doing our challenges. So anyways, I want to pick up the vlog when we get to Prim. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, so we're here at the Prim, and we just put in our numbers. And so, like I said, I put in my numbers, and then I'm also doing the scratch cards. I bought $20 worth of scratch cards. I bought basically 10 scratch cards, $2 scratch cards. And so basically it gave me 10 scratch cards. So as I'm scratching them, right, I'm winning like, you know, $3, another free ticket, and then comes to my last ticket. Okay, she's holding baby, and she's scratching it. So it's this thing, it's this right here. It's called, I don't know if you can see it, it's called Set for Life. And basically you have to match the numbers on the side over here. I don't know if I can show it. These numbers right here where my finger are, you see it right there. You have to match it with these numbers over here. Basically if you match them, there's something to win at the bottom. And she won me 3 times, so she won me $30. So I basically won $10 back.
Lucky charm.
She got the Lucky Charms in my hands right here. Alright, so we're gonna go get more scratch cards and I'll come back. Alrighty guys, so that's it for today's video. We just finished at the Prim. We didn't win anything else. Well, I won a total of $13. Came out, so yeah, $33. Dad lost $15. Ching ching.
I win $30.
Claudia won me the $30. But Mom won $15 for the scratch cards. Anyways, yeah, so that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure to spread a little love, spread a little aloha. See you guys in the next video. Peace. Peace.